Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing very well today. As always, the wait is over. I'm going to be showcasing my favorite Gunfire Reborn character today. This is Turtle. I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm not even going to try. Don't want to get that too wrong. But Turtle is all about being explosively fast, believe it or not, punching his enemies down with grenade charges instead of throwing grenades, and bringing up a massive barrier that he can wield in front of him to stop all directional damage from even occurring. I call this character the lifeguard in multiplayer because if that shield's up, rezzing people can be so easy to do all around you. I have not made a video for this character yet, although I have played it a ton over on Twitch, and not only on my stream, but on Holly's as well. So this may not be your first time seeing it, but I hope you enjoy today's video nonetheless. I'm playing on Elite difficulty. I have been working on some of my talents, just trying to make this a little bit more well-rounded, specifically just taking these damage reduction things here recently to try to make it so I can survive in runs a little bit longer. Now, I have tried Nightmare difficulty a few times. I don't think we're quite there yet, but ultimately we want to unlock Reincarnation because that's when we can start to add ridiculous modifiers to our runs. But for today, here's our first look at Turtle. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button, and let's get today's run underway. Starting off with our corrosive kunai as our weapon today. I do really enjoy this thing, especially in the starting areas. You can get so many ricochets off these walls. It feels like you can just fill an entire room with projectiles before you even show up to it. But the real strength of Turtle, I mean, I may not even have to rely on weapons. As you can see, when I bring up my shield and use my shift, we cover a lot of ground very quickly. I want to bring your attention down to our Q. I guess let's hold on. Let me loot first. 20% movement speed while holding the Aspis, and for 6 seconds after retraction, for every 1% movement speed, gain weapon and skill damage for that same percent. That's good for a lot of reasons, because if you look at our grenades, I have 8 charges right now, but then there's that number underneath the charges that seems to be fluctuating. That's basically giving me a damage bonus the more I move on my punches. If I stop and stand still, it goes away. If we put our shield up and dash, we can really start to inflate that number quite a lot because having the shield up allows us to cover more ground. So as these enemies spawn in, I want to do everything in my power to move as fast as I can towards them to enhance the damage on those punches. That was so fast. When hit by enemies, minus 10% movement speed for 10 seconds, but a 40% chance to become immune to all damage, slightly reduced versus elites and bosses. I think this is really good, especially because we just had that movement speed increase to kind of take away from the negative effect of that. On to the next area now. Let's keep this energy high as we just plow right in with the shield, stopping anyone in our path. The shield will even block environmental damage like that flame trap on the wall there. It'll totally protect me from it. Next room's looking pretty barren. Oh, they're all just spawning in the corner back here. I see. Basically, I'm just trying to use my weapon as I approach, and then once I get into melee range, it's an all-out brawl every opportunity I get. We do have a slight problem with not having enough grenades at the moment. As we continue, there are a lot of options for fixing that issue. It seems like a lot of different build combinations can alleviate that problem. Chest is going to give us Wave Breaker. Each stack of this sensation increases the next striking punch damage to 10%. So that was the movement speed bonus we were talking about before. Gain 4 stacks immediately after using Hurdle. So not only do we get the actual movement bonuses, now we inflate it a little bit more. I almost hit 30 there already. Swapped out my kunai just for a random weapon on the ground with double modifiers instead of the single. This thing you can actually... Ooh, let me go ahead and put shields up. Hold on, let's save that thought. Need to protect myself. That was a lot of enemies pushing in. Quick damage into the corner takes down that enhanced enemy, and there isn't a vault behind us. This weapon allows us to mark a target with our right click, and then all of our bullets go to that target. Actually, one of my favorite weapons. I really enjoy this thing. I feel like I say that like 8 times a run that I have favorite weapons. But it allows us to basically target an enemy's weak spot the entire time. So this guy in the back, if I land the shot on its head, every shot goes to its head. And that's just my alternate fire, allowing that lock-on process to happen. Super cool. I really like it versus bosses as well, because let's say, for instance, we're going to go against that golem boss. All we have to do is put that tracker right on his weak spot, right in his chest, and we can't miss. And he doesn't do anything to avoid it either. Well, tons of explosions going on at the top of this platform. These enemies are swarming in from every direction. That explosive barrel takes down the spearman, and it looks like only that monster was left. Crystal just gives us a heal. There was a chest behind us, or excuse me, a vault behind us that I will head back for as well. This will give us even more movement speed to counteract the negative effect from that scroll, so I'm going to take that right away. However, Stormy Riptide... oh, I don't think I have enough charges to really make that worth it yet. I found this melee weapon on the ground. I wonder if that would actually be good for me in any way. I mean, I'm already going to be close to enemies, so perhaps... but I imagine my punch would outdamage this pretty quickly in most scenarios. Boss is already spawning. Let's get in there for some damage to start things off. This guy has a lot of shields, but we were already pumping through him pretty well. The right click of this gun does a ranged attack. Let me clear out these little ads, put our tracker on this guy's head, and then profit. Yes, no, take your time. Spend as much as you want. I have to put my shield up. I got blocked on that. I was talking way too much crap. Shield is down, and he's taking a beating. And as the boss dies, so do all of the ads. You didn't even drop a scroll for me, bud? Nothing? Come on. Gain immunity to slows and less damage taken from traps. That means I gain immunity to the negative effect of that scroll. Beautiful. Last area before boss. I'm really hoping we get some kind of offensive talent here. That would be really nice. That being said, I just killed the longbowman in a single punch, and I killed the horse head through his shield without even really thinking about it. So maybe our damage isn't that bad at the moment. Agile monster with a tracker on his head wasn't agile enough. And like when I say you can shoot anywhere and it'll just go, like they'll just keep homing until they hit it. It is ridiculously strong. Shields up, I'm going to push in on the enhanced... oh, I thought they were enhanced. Kind of in the back. The longbowman on the high ground does get hit with our shield AoE. That's a retraction attack. Whenever we're done with the Aspis, that's what it does. Was trying to bait the shield guy into these barrels. Notice I didn't change my tracker. I just kept shooting and moved my bullets into that guy. I moved the path into that enemy for extra damage. Longbowman under the stairs. Tracker hit. Who's this up here? Settle down, bud. I'm out of punches right now, so this is my best means of doing damage at the moment. Vault on the wall there. We'll make sure we head back for that. Looks like the portal is here as well as the final wave of enemies starts to spawn in at the back. I do have 2 punches. We block that incoming damage as the shield is raised. And there we go. We cleared out nearly this entire top platform in just a single push with the shield. Put the weak spot... that's probably fine. Weak spot at least is behind the shield, so these should go around. Welcome to the ground floor, gentlemen. That will be your stop. Skill damage when holding the Aspis. That's going to make our punches even harder hitting when we do have our shield up, which is also when we're getting that biggest movement speed increase. That should be pretty good. Find a rare scroll from the red chest. Lightning damage, immune to negative effects of shock. The additive effect is doubled while in a shock effect. Oh, cool. We have another boss vault here for us as well. Who are we fighting this time? Oh, hello, Beetle. I don't know if the Beetle has any weak spots. So when he goes for the charge, I'm just going to block that. I thought that was the charge. I thought that's what he was doing. And I think with my dash, I kind of want to circle around enemies with it. I'm still going to have to move to get that fist sensation to scale up. But I think the proper way of doing it, rather than like jumping from this into the room to that into the room, is doing something like this, where you try to dash horizontally around enemies, but keep them in range at the same time. The boss does get taken down. He spawns a bunch of crap that we're going to scrap. I don't know. I might pick this up for the time being. Look at this. Movement speed for every 10% shield and armor that we currently have. That's just going to make it even easier to build up those fist stacks. Oh, I just hit 30. 32. Oh, both my weapons do use the same ammunition right now, though. That is kind of a problem. I don't know where the weak spot on this boss is either to put the tracker, so we're going to have to try to figure that out really fast, too. It's probably just his head, right? Oh, maybe I missed. There we go. Right on his teeth. There we go. Yeah, that's what we need. Quick dash to the side to avoid that. Let's keep the damage up. I have 400 more shots where those came from. Now, if he gets too close to me, all we have to do is put that shield up and we should be protected. I do have to refresh the tracker every now and then. I don't even know if it's worth doing damage to him right now. It seems like his shield is regenerating for the most part. These little ads that spawned, I'm not worried about even a little bit. Beetles are no big deal. If he was spawning in the banelings, that would be more of a fear. I didn't even have to dash there. I just kept moving. I wonder if that's because our movement speed is so good. Oh, that's such a good problem to have. Well, with very little effort and almost no punching, the first boss goes down. Oh my God. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. I'm also going to take this solid shell. It's just going to reduce the amount of damage we take for every enemy nearby us. And what do you know? I just got an upgrade to that weapon we were using. Tracker right on that sniper right as we enter. He had nowhere to go. Let's see how much my punch does to this guy. That's just a normal 12 stack punch. That wasn't even anything exciting. Now jumping in on these guys. Oh, another blast to the back if I can't. There we did it. Oh, that arsonist didn't stand a chance, did he? Dang. All enemies transform into desert boars, which are those little ball-like creatures every time they get defeated. Not too big of a deal for our punch if we can get some damage flowing, but most of the enemies are pretty spread out at the moment. We do dash in to finish off that worm on the high ground. They can be a very big threat, and the bash from just lowering the shield cleared off a few of the ads there. Hey, friend. Even if you go in stealth, I still should be able to hit that. Oh, another wave coming in from the back. We'll try to hit that bandit on the high ground. We connected for 8,000 damage. Dang, that's another one that just spawned in. He goes down pretty quick with the tracer placed on his face. I shouldn't play that close to a shotgun enemy. Quick melee does take down a few of the small boars. This guy could be problematic. His weak spot is on its back, but it's very hard to hit. With that kill, though, we clear out the room. You gotta be kidding me. 40% movement speed after using a dash. I want to see how high our stacks get after one dash now. 23. I kind of ran out of punches there. Oh my God. That movement speed is insane. Dude, I'm going to be able to literally kite everything. I think I'm the fastest turtle in the land already. And our damage on our weapon seems pretty solid too. This should be the final area for this particular level. Before we get to the teleporter, some snipers spawning in on the sides, but we take them down. No problem at all. I tried to put the tracer onto his explosive barrel. I don't know if it connected. No, all of these seem to be getting stuck in the meat. We'll just aim down to clear that dog while all of our shots were still going for the arsonist. Bro, headshot damage on an assault rifle one-shotting enemies seems pretty good. Dashing through to get damage on the bandits. Their distance is usually what they rely on to stay safe, but we can close that gap so quickly. I have a few more punches, so let's make sure we're using them. Easily maintaining like 19 stacks without even trying on our fist sensation buff. Unfortunately, this guy was being pretty elusive. The stray shot takes him down, though. Good Lord. So this will be our first level 3. 40% movement speed while holding the aspis and for 8 seconds after retraction. For every 1% of movement speed, you have 2% weapon and skill damage. Now, that also includes the passive movement speed I've been getting, by the way. I think that's why we're hitting so hard. Teleport number 2. We're closing in on the boss rapidly. Probably because we're moving so rapidly. I believe the way forward's likely to be up top. I don't know how I missed this guy on the first way through. He is armored and agile, and I could tell. That guy was pretty durable, all things considered. Shield up as these shotgunners get a little too close for my comfort. Just because I am durable doesn't mean I want to give them opportunities to test that durability all of the time. Snipers in the back. I did place the... Oh, I didn't place the... There we go. That tracer's placed. Even with the teleport, it sticks to him. And I'm going to shields up and make sure that guy dies before that sniper blast hits me. We have a cloning powerful monster on the right here. He gets taken down, but he did split because of that cloning affix. I've seen that cloning affix on those chargers before. So you finally kill one, and then all of a sudden there's 2 more that you have to deal with. I've also seen it on the arsonist here as well, and that's absolutely terrifying. As we continue to move up in difficulties, we are going to unlock more modifiers and more enhanced enemies as well. That's why I really do want to get to that final difficulty soon. I just need to make sure that we're progressing our talent build up properly while we're doing that. Because on that final, I'm going to go in for punches. On that final difficulty, you also spend that soul currency that I have at the top of the screen. Normally, I spend that on just talents and making my characters better, but you actually invest that into weapons and like scrolls and stuff for the run. So I think you're intended to kind of be done with the talent tree by the time you're going into that difficulty, or at least that was my interpretation of it. If you guys have any insight into that, I will absolutely read that down in the comments. I think you guys helping me out down in the comments has been the #1 driving force for me improving at this game rapidly. Or at least I think I'm improving rapidly. It feels like I'm improving rapidly. We do have some more villains coming in from the side. This is a great time to start those punches. Even the charger is able to resist that damage, so he is so durable. Quick side-to-side dash is trying to get us out of that sniper fire, and it looks like it was successful. Small dogs over here are the least of my worries, as they're just peppered in between these chargers. Now, hold on. Let me take that tracer. Oh, I was going to put it on his back. I swapped guns on accident. I'm out of punches. Dodge out of the way. Hit him in the back with nothing. Here, I'll drop the shield. That does damage too, right? We'll sell this off. Come here, puppy. I'd like to leave now, thank you. Actually, I gotta go double back and make sure we didn't miss a vault in here somewhere. I have so much downtime I edit out in these episodes, it's kind of funny. I do like Stormy Riptide quite a lot. It allows me to basically keep the shield up more often. The only problem with this is that I don't have enough punches to constantly fuel it. We need to fix that. Oh, I got a fire wolf gaze here. I am a fan of that. Found the vault, and it is in fact another boss, believe it or not. I just hit for 14,000 damage there. That was beautiful. Boss has spawned in rapidly. Wasn't ready for that. E ability is halfway off cooldown, so I'm going to try to sit back here. He does have a pretty big shield, but yeah, none of my damage is getting through that, is it? Okay, we're going to go ahead and just punch our way to victory, and it was just that easy. We are able to stack up that movement speed bonus so fast. Oh, man. 75% increase weapon and skill damage, but 75% less max HP. Or do I just take on the house? 75% is a lot. It's literally called a deadly curse for a reason, though. I'm not trying to die today. Last area before the desert boss. I think we're making a fantastic pace right now. All right, we get some right-click damage onto the high ground with our new Wolf's Gaze. It does seem like it pumps a decent amount of damage out, but of course, nothing compared to the raw power of my punches. Do we do the vault or do we keep going? I'll do the vault here. Is it going to be another boss? No, it is not. We have to protect this thing. Only one wave. Shouldn't be that hard, but they do have snipers that can spawn and potentially hit it from afar. I don't know if they'll do that, though. I guess we will find out. Some wolves pushing up the left side. We'll just rapid fire them down. Villain's getting pretty close. Easy headshots there. Take him down. I should make sure that I'm sprinting even when I'm not punching, because that will equate to more weapon damage with our current build as well. Going in to punch the arsonist down just to make sure he doesn't get flames on it. Sniper goes down pretty quickly. I gotta hit this guy. He was what I was worried about. He's the big threat. I'm missing everything. Oh, God. Hold it. This guy's meleeing it, too. Get out of here. I don't have any punches to defend it. I'm running out of everything. His health is fine. His health is fine. There we go. We got one punch out. That was it. Retract it for some damage. Okay, there we go. There we go. It is getting weak. The snipers are landing their shots. Imagine that. At least they're not shooting at me. Here, I'm just gonna single click that. I'm not even gonna try to rapid fire that anymore. Hey, good job, Box. You stayed alive real good. We're all proud of you. Elite Assassin. 10% damage dealt for each elite or boss you have defeated or assisted in defeating. Is it retroactive? It doesn't look like it is because I have no stacks on it. So 0% increase right now. We've done so many bosses. Oh, that'd be so nice if it was retroactive. All right, jumping in and punching our way in. That gunner behind me did not die, though. The enhanced version having so much more HP. Rogue in the middle gets taken down with just a few shots. They are spawning on the other side here. God, I'm really impressed by our weapon damage. I've had a few upgrades that could also further increase our weapon damage, and I have just not been feeding into it. Maybe the fact that I don't have punches yet, I don't have a renewable supply of punches, should incentivize me to go bullets even more. Well, it looks like some corrosion stuff going on up on the high ground. Not sure what that's about. It is kind of far away, though. Shielding and agile. Not too shielding. Look at that so we can walk by. This guy's doing a massive corrosive AoE, so that's got to go. Sniper did hit me in the back. We're starting to get surrounded here. Let me hit that explosive barrel. Does free up a little room for me. The Asbest is almost recharged, and I should be pretty safe once it is. But we just got to kill these guys on the side. Shield is up as the chargers do approach us. We have a bandit on the high ground as well. Can I punch one more time, please? Okay, we put the shield down. That should do it. Critical hits on this guy as he moves to our other side. You gotta go. You've been causing too much chaos. Thank you very much. Your time is done. Peddler over there. You know what's fun? With the shield, you can make a lot of jumps you wouldn't be able to make otherwise. But I guess I still gotta walk around for that one. It was close. Didn't even see this sniper up top. Luckily, he didn't see me slightly move to the side. That was enough to get his shot totally off. Well, you guys are just hiding everywhere, huh? You got anything? Ooh, another rainbow arch. I decided not to buy anything from the peddler. Nothing was really jumping out at me, even though my first purchase would be free. It's kind of whatever. We do have some shielded guys on the right here. We're going to start off with a bang, jumping in on them. I'm trying to just clear a wide path in front of me. And then when the shield does fall, which it will, we'll just fall back. Glancing at my minimap every time I don't have the shield and every time I put it up, because we need to make sure all of that damage stays in front of us. We can't have anyone sneaking behind me. We'll put Tracer on that guy's head and just shoot him around the corner. Put Tracer on that guy's head. Shoot him around this rock. Nothing complicated at all there. We are going to stay safe. More dudes have spawned in the back, though. The bandit hasn't noticed me yet, so the Tracer is in place. Charger moving towards us. I'm going to meet him head on. Yes, you can charge me now. I won't even feel it. There we go. Big damage to his back secures that kill. I think this is our final gunner here. Every time an enemy within 8 meters is killed, more weapon damage and more movement speed. Or, upon every use of striking punch, recover 1 duration of my shield a bit faster. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to have the shield up all the time, but again, we still don't have the Q charges to really facilitate using this all the time. So I'm going to go for Battle Adrenaline instead. I never thought I'd be scaling weapon damage up on this character, but here we are. I'm going to keep upgrading this Dragon Chaser. I got up to level 9 so far. It has some pretty good lucky hit shot chance, like 60% bonuses. And when you consider we already do critical hits with every shot if we get it on a weak point, that lucky shot chance could be double crit damage. I do think that's pretty appealing. I'm going to help myself to some more health, and I think our ammo's fine. We're good. I mean, I could get some more Qs, I guess. I have a problem where I was used to being really broke for a long time, and now I have way more money than I was used to at this stage of the run. So I think I need to start investing that more into our setups. It's one thing we could work on. But here comes the boss. Wish me luck. We should have this. So if I just stand here and wait, I can put the tracker in this guy's mouth, and then every shot homes to that weak spot, at least when he's doing this beam attack. I could bait him into doing melee attacks and dodge the beam completely if I wanted to go a little bit closer. I actually think this is way more valuable, and I'm going to replace that tracker right then because I feel like we were almost at our duration. The boss will not spawn until these ads are taken down, but my tracker is still in place. So the second he emerges and starts to slither across the battlefield, we are good to go. Oh, already doing the multiple bounces, huh? I disagree. Where are all my trackers going? There we go. Finally in place. I'm going to potentially just use my shield to avoid some of that damage if we need to. Oh, wow. Even continuing to do critical hits to the tail right now. I didn't know you could do that. Whoa. This gun is sick, dude. This gun is sick. What's our upgrade? Capacity increase? Or do we get even more weapon damage? Oh, the capacity increase would be beautiful. All of these are phenomenal upgrades. Let me do the weapon damage. I think we have a great weapon and a great synergy going for us. 2 times critical hit chance, however, when you don't hit a critical hit. So Hawkeye Sight, 2 times critical hit chance, however, negative weapon damage when we don't hit a critical hit. Well, I could just, again, put that tracker right on an enemy's head. Just get all the critical hits. We've reached the 3rd biome. A lot of my runs have been ending here recently. I hope this is not another run that ends here. We're putting the shield up and we're going to be aggressive. Every enemy that spawns has to spawn in front of me. That's giving me some hope, or at least that's what I thought was going to happen. They immediately popped up right behind me. We see the craftsman here. I'm going to go for an early upgrade on my gun and keep moving. I see a catfish in the corner. We locked on with that critical hit. Beautiful. Moving to the right, I'm going to use this ramp to try to get to the back. I do see that agile guy pushing forward, and we have a very scary octopus above us here, too. Now, I don't have to use the tracker to get those critical hits in every situation. Just makes it easier to do. Those guys, we just hip fired down, no problem. Now, when the octopus drops, his head's kind of hard to hit, but we found it. Oh, there's another one. There it is. And I can just line of sight this guy behind this box. Hey, there we go. Elite Guardian spawning in. That's really good for us. That means it's going to scale up our Assassin Scroll damage. There's the sweet spot. We found it. Now I just hold down left click and collect my reward. We are getting pretty strong at the moment. Peddler in the next room. Anything good, my dude? Ooh, using dash stacks 24 energy. Using primary skill consumes all energy, increases skill damage. Cool. Yeah, I'll take it. That seems fine. Let's go ahead and start dashing in on these guys since the shield is ready. Catfishman on the high ground above me. I'm just checking that mini-map every second I have that shield up now to make sure I'm not exposing my back to any free damage. Easy line of sight shots around the corner. This Kappa's a bit of a problem. There we go. We'll start sending bullets his way as well. We have some fiery enhancement affixes starting to come towards us, and I'm not even sure where from. The octopus has that sweet tracker on his sweet spot, and we're going back in with the shield to hopefully take down the rest of these enemies. I am going to go for this vault before we get too far away from it. Maybe I'll get my chest first. Less damage taken or Rogue Wave level 2. That would give us more of that fist sensation just for dashing, but it's not much more. It's not that, but the extra okay, we're gonna take the extra damage, I've decided. And we have another boss vault to clear. This is excellent. I'm glad we're getting a lot of bosses now. I was really worried that that scroll wouldn't get too much value. Very, very pleased at the moment anyway. We'll see how this goes. Most of the trash being taken down in just a couple quick shots to the head. Catfishman spawning in behind us with an umbrella friend. I have such a hard time hitting the crit spot on those umbrellas. That eyeball there is so deceptively hard. This is the slowest wave I've ever seen. Oh, God. Shields up, shields up, shields up. We're fine. Wow, he was taken down in a single punch. We are hitting hard with our punches. Even the armor of that enemy not standing a chance. An elite lobster starting off with an artillery barrage. Luckily, we were close enough that I could see that weak spot of his head and get that tracker on it almost immediately. Now we're talking. Your shield starts recharging when you kill an enemy or destroy an object. 2 levels to go until the boss now, and I gotta say, I'm still feeling pretty confident here. We do have a vault on the left. This guy's not dying anytime soon. I'm gonna move up here and just upgrade my gun again. I know it's not a Gemini weapon, but it's got such good stats on it that I don't think I care. We're gonna sacrifice some HP and get Genesis. That's an ammo mod. But what does it do? When shooting, there's a 20% chance to add extra ammo to the magazine. Why is it so quiet? Is it just you, my dude? Are you the lone Oh, it's a wave. That's why. Is it fair that the wave started directly in front of me? I don't know about that. This dude coming in from the side as well. Those guys with the club, that one I just killed, they have a very high amount of armor, but they have a deceptively strong ranged attack too. It's almost like Sonya's Shockwave, if any of you are familiar with Heroes of the Storm. It's like when she hits that ground with an attack, when they clobber the ground with that mace, it sends out a shockwave forward. That is very, very hard hitting. It's a pretty narrow skill shot though, so if you can step to either side, you will likely dodge it. Split monster, does that mean he already split? Yes, I believe it does. That was the shockwave attack. Luckily for me, that one did hit a rock. You stay back. You're okay, bud. Don't get your underwear in a bundle. Nothing to worry about. I believe this is the final wave, and we've been holding up very well so far. I just saw a shark spawn in, though, and he was going for the hook there. That was scary. Because we sacrificed our health to the box, we definitely would die if he landed that attack. There is no doubt in my mind there at all. Monk on the far ceiling, the far roof. Oh, this is the last wave here. Okay, another shockwave guy coming in. I'm going to play in this building. It looks like they're spawning in here. I can at least camp the spawn for a second. A restrictive, powerful monster. Good Lord, could he take a punch? That guy went through almost my entire arsenal of punches before getting taken down. Another robust, restorative monster. When it says restorative, is that him healing himself, or would that be like an AoE heal to all of his buddies? I'm not sure where the shark critical hit spot is. It's probably just his head, but the shield was ready, so I used it. The portal is open, and we treat ourselves. I'm gonna get Dark Tide. It's time. It's time. Give me more punch capacity. Give me a chance to get those punches back. This is a good first step forward. That's a very good weapon, too. Woo! We have another boss vault here again. Monk teleporting behind me, doing the suck. We also have some Kappas on the far side that are channeling some big damage into us. Okay, the shield is up. It was another Kappa that hit me there. He's the last one. Did we use any of our punch pool for that? Oh no, get rid of the tracker. Get rid of the tracker. He's beating me at my own game. He's too mobile. He knew I missed. That's what it was. He knew I missed, so he went in. Enemies are spawning on my left as well. I'm not very safe here. Luckily, they were just Lantern, Shark, and Lobster coming in the back, though. Wow, we just killed him in a few quick punches. We're coming online, boys. This is the Elite Monk, and I think headshots will do the trick, no matter where he goes. While moving, the faster you move, the less damage you take. Yes, dude. The final level before the boss now. And we just cleared the path. These small little crabs, are they resurrecting out of these enemies, or were they just spawning there? Oh, shit. Okay, they're way too close. We're falling back. That corrosive projectile there was super deadly as well. We cannot let our guard down just because this has been going well for a few levels. Here he goes again with that corrosive attack. I'm just going to shield up for that right away. Trying to gap close on the catfish at the end. The one punches are getting pretty strong. Lobster has that weak spot targeted. Monk teleporting behind me. We remove our tracker, right? There we go. So we could keep up the damage. Another monk jumping in behind me, giving me the suck, trying to heal from that damage. There we go. Catfish in the back. I think I'm just going to gap close for this. Perfect. 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 There is a talent that we can get that makes it so when we use that dash, the hurdle, while our shield is up, it doesn't incur a cooldown. Or if like I kill an enemy, we can keep doing it. It allows me to dash a lot more. I normally build that. I am feeling very slow this run, but I'm also feeling like this is the strongest weapon build I've had on the turtle yet, which is not normally something I even consider. I'm usually all about the punches on this character. But that being said, I normally play in co-op as well. So if I go in and I'm aggro and I'm a little too aggressive and I die, it's not a big deal because I can be res. Whereas, of course, we are by ourselves right now. That weapon was not bad. I should have looked at it longer than just scrapping it. But I gotta be honest, I don't think anything's gonna top this Dragon Seeker right now. Try to put my shield up to avoid that damage. I think it worked. I didn't think that was possible, though. I thought if I got stuck in the chain, he would just do the Rogue Hog combo on me no matter what. Weak spot on the Lobster. We just hit it. Do the fadeaway shots as we're also running away from those lanterns. That monk goes down in a single blow as well. God damn, our weapon damage is high. That is so high. But to be fair, our punch damage is pretty high too. And with that new addition, it really is quite easy to just continuously punch stuff. Is this a boss? Or no, he just teleported. I saw that purple cloud. From the chest, we are going to get... I hope it's good. We probably get level 3 here. Plus 30% weapon damage and 8% movement speed for 10 seconds. There's a 25% chance to get another stack upon hitting an enemy. Whoa. Nice. Weapon upgraded to 17 right now. Anything I want to buy here? Jesus. Each projectile hit on an enemy gives you plus 1.2% basic attack damage for 3 seconds, up to 120%. I feel like with the illusion, you could hit that. It's free anyway. I'm going to invest in it. We'll see if we like it. Because the shooting gets faster the longer you hold down the trigger, that might be doable. I'm not very good at this, boss. Wish me luck. I need it. All right, let's get in. Is there a weak spot, though? Oh, dude, never mind. We're just going to trace every single one of these cannons. So we hit the edge of the barrel, and there we go. We already hit first immunity phase. So basically, I have to destroy as many cannons on this as I can. I think once half of them are dead, the immunity phase is going to start. There's going to be constant barrages of these cannons, but they're at intervals where I can stop and just wait. And now I move once I hear the fire actually happening. Once we deposit that shell into the cannon, we are good to go, and the boss is no longer immune. We are going to start to see these jellyfish begin to swarm this platform, though, and they are going to slow us down quite a lot if we are not careful. Octopus spawning on the small side, on the far side. The tracker is in place, and the boss is already down. I'm going to shield up and try to dash through those jellyfish there. Drop the shield just before the cutscene, or at least I hope I did. And now we're on to phase 2. The weak spot here is the eyes of the boss. So I think I'll just lock that down. We hit the immunity phase yet again. Shields are up, and I'm pushing for the octopus on the far side. Keep moving. There's about to be another barrage. We got it off, and we lock on to the eyeball. That's going to be my resurrection, but we got it. If I just took a step back there, we would have been totally fine. Hey, I have a legitimate question. Does this count as beating a run? Because this is you could end your run right here and go back to the base. Is this extra credit, or is this winning a run? Let me know your opinion down in the comments. I'm so torn on that. I'm so torn. Plus 15% weapon damage for 2 seconds when hitting an enemy can be stacked up to 150 times. What the hell? Because I just died, I'm going to get this. After retracting the Aspis, we get 50% more shields for 5 seconds. So when I put it away, my shields go up to 200. And theoretically, that should help a little bit. Well, we only have to make it through 2 areas here. Let's see if we can do it. The damage is still looking pretty good. These snipers on this level, I'm legitimately terrified of. That's not even an exaggeration. They really worry me. Decent critical hit damage here on these guys, but they're getting a little too close for comfort. So we're going to throw our fists instead. It's so funny how the characteristic of this weapon changes. Stay there. When you're homing versus not homing. It feels like the bullets are so much slower when you're not homing. I'm going in with punches now. We'll try to fight our way through this if we can. The sniper on the high ground's already taken down. This is an enhanced enemy here, and I have another enemy on my right that was sneaking up on me. But we did it. We're good. Let me sell this. Anything from the peddler? Come on, Bo. Give me something. Give me a scroll. 50% movement speed and weapon damage after your shield and armor hits 0. Doubles the time it shields before recharging. Okay, we already have another scroll that makes it so our shield recharge is instant. What I could do is just get rid of that if we're worried about it. I'm not super worried about on the house anymore. I feel like we have enough money and I can just keep spending it. So let me get rid of that. 50% weapon damage when secondary skill is 0. So if we do run out of punches, our weapon gets even stronger. Sniper up on the high ground. There it is. Not critical hits, but they at least can't run from it. There we go. They're taken down. I have a couple monkeys behind me. I'm just trying to group them up with these guys too. Try to kill everything during my shield duration if I can. This is the last guy that spawned in for the time being, and it looks like we will have enough duration. With one of our talents that we have, basically every time I punch, it makes it so the shield lasts longer, but it like refreshes the duration, but then every time I punch, the duration also goes down. Basically, if you're able to keep shooting, it's really good. If you're no, that was so anticlimactic. I was running, was it dot damage? I was running away at everything. Does this count as a win? I don't think it does. But that was our first look at the turtle. I hope you enjoyed it. This was a very exciting run for me. I'm not used to doing that much weapon damage on this character. I want to show off all of the characters in the game, at least in some capacity. Here, I could turn on my face cam for this. I want to show all the characters in the game, at least in some capacity, and then start pushing for that super duper hard difficulty. I'm basically using this time as a training montage to invest in my talent tree and try to be as prepared as I can for those super difficult late stages. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. I already have a co-op video edited that we're planning on releasing later in the week. You guys have been asking to see what co-op is like, and I am here to oblige. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you again very soon.